morning. Welcome to Lora Loves Life, and I just wanted to share this day with you. I had to get up this morning and go do some blood work for a doctor's appointment next week. So I thought I would just tell you what I've been up to and what I'm doing today. And behind me you can see some beautiful flowers that my husband gave me for Valentine's Day, and I'll tell you what else he gave me as well. Here are the beautiful flowers. He usually gives me flowers for sometimes birthdays, sometimes anniversaries, sometimes Valentine's. It just kind of depends. He just surprises me a lot, and these were just gorgeous. We have a really nice spot here in our town, a very talented lady that has a shop, and so she fixed this arrangement for me, and I'm just really thrilled with it. Oh my gosh, this peppermint rose is so beautiful. I just love those. But they are opening up and looking so pretty, and I've really enjoyed looking at these since Saturday, so that's really neat. He also got me a Tory Burch certificate. They come in a box like this, just so cool. He got me one for Christmas, and because I said I had wanted a watch band for my Apple Watch, and so I've been kind of looking. I have 3 Coach ones. That sounds ridiculous, but you know, if you wear them all the time, you kind of need a change for different seasons. Anyway, these are boxed so beautifully. Let me take this off a little bit easier so you can see. In a really nice patterned box with her emblem on it. And then here's the gift certificate. And he said he can't remember how much he got me, but I'm sure it's generous. He's always very generous. He's a very sweet husband. So I will have 2 of these to decide on a watch band, and maybe even a purse. I've never had a Tory Burch purse, and I've kind of been eyeing those too. I like the Coach products and everything, but you know, sometimes you just want something different. So anyway, Tory Burch gift certificates, and then he also got me an Amazon gift card. And I thought this is really cool how Amazon, if you order them like online, they send them to you, and then here's your gift card on the inside. And this one was for $50, and he got me one for Christmas as well. So I will enjoy using both of those for whatever items I have in my stash for in my Amazon cart that I've been looking at. So that was from Valentine's. Oh, and we went out to eat at Saltgrass in a nearby large city that we live close to, and that was wonderful. And I'll show you this as well. He gave me, these are, I believe they're called anchor cords, and this one is like super long, like when you're traveling. And then for Christmas he gave me this anchor charging station, also with a cord, and then the matching outlet for the wall. And this is a baby blue. Blue is my favorite color, so he said I'm going to color coordinate and give you these. So one will be for charging like iPads and iPhones and stuff like that, and then this one if I'm just using my phone and I need an extra cord. He's just real thoughtful about finding things that are color coordinated. I keep all my iPad and cords and stuff in this thing that I got from Amazon a couple of years ago, and I absolutely love this company, Canvas Love, and they just have the neatest compartments for storing your electronic equipment and such. So I just leave that on the chair here in the kitchen because I'm always using it for something. And then also today I am making chili, and I have my meat going over here. I like to cook my meat first and get that going, and then in my crock pot over here on the cabinet I have all my ingredients going, the tomatoes and the onions and the peppers and all the stuff that goes in it, like oregano, chili powder, salt, Mexican oregano is actually what it was, garlic powder, tomato sauce, tomato paste. Gonna add a can of beef broth in a little bit, and then kidney beans a little bit later so they won't get quite so soft. But anyway, that's all gonna go together and be cooking and ready for our what we call Leopard. We don't have really lunch. We have something between lunch and supper. So that will be what we're having today with some fritos, and I think that will taste really good. So the other thing that I have been up to lately is I've been wanting to do this for about, I don't know, 2 years. So you can see my dining room table is stacked with all my painting supplies, because I just like to work in the living room because I'm close to the TV. I can sit here, turn on my light, and sit here at my chair, my little padded chair. And then I can also look over at TV and listen and be with whatever's going on in the living room. So I wanted to paint a pair of jeans to wear on Disney trips. And it's taken me a long time to figure out what I wanted to do. So I have one leg done, and I've got to add some more things to the Mickey letters. There's some gold dots that look like buttons for his little trousers here, and I'm not sure if I want to do like rhinestones, or if I just want to use my fabric paint and just squeeze an oval shape to look like a button. I don't know. I'm gonna try it out and see what I want to do. But I have Mickey, I think, pretty much done. Mickey covers from the knee all the way down to the bottom of the pant, and I really like these pants because they have this split here in the middle for extra air and movement and stuff. But anyway, here is Mickey, pretty well done. I always go back and look and see if there's anything that I want to add to it or change, or did I get my perspective off or whatnot. And then on the other leg, I plan to do Minnie, and I just use a paper plate and paper towels and fabric paint, and this paint is fabulous. It's not really fabric paint, it's acrylic paint, but it works great on clothing. And it's a French company called Mart, and it's an acrylic color, and they are very soft, workable, blendable colors. Fabulous. Where did I get them? Amazon. And I highly would recommend these if you're a painter, or if you enjoy painting on fabric, canvas bags, you know, anything like that. I use these when I do my canvas bags for the girls for the Nutcracker Ballet. And then I have fabric paints over here that I've collected over the years. And then I have backups in this tub over here if I need them. So this is what I have been up to, painting a pair of Disney jeans. And I think it'll be a lot of fun. Now my plan is on the back to do Goofy and Pluto and have the Fabulous Four. But I don't know if that's going to be too much. So I'm going to talk to my daughter about that and see if that's just like, boom, too much. Or should I just leave Mickey and Minnie on front and just be done with it? Because that would be cute as well. So, decisions. And today I'm going to switch to the other leg. And I'll try to show the process that I go through. I don't use a pattern. I just look at a picture on from the web, and I freehand draw it. I used a watercolor map color to get everything on there. Really what I wanted to use was a quilter's chalk pencil, but I don't have one right now. So I just used this to section off what I wanted Mickey to look like. And then I just jump right in and fill it in with my fabric paint. But yes, this is free-handed, no pattern. I'm not bragging, I'm just saying, art is my background, and I'd prefer not to use a pattern if I can keep from it. But if I do use a pattern, I usually make up my own, draw it on a piece of paper, cut it out, and then put it on. And I started to do that with Mickey because I was a little nervous about how, the size and how I wanted it to look, but I decided, no, it's okay. I'll just get it on here and see what it looks like, and I guess I'm okay with it. It's fine. But anyway, this is what I've been up to, and I will show you the progress as I continue. I got my meat into my chili crock pot. I told you a while ago that I always do the meat separately. I cook the meat, And then I get the peppers and onions, and this was a orange bell pepper and purple onions, yellow onions, and the other ingredients, can of tomatoes, diced tomatoes, fire roasted tomatoes, and the other ingredients were just a touch of cayenne, chili powder, cumin, of course, Mexican oregano, onion or garlic powder, trying to think, can of tomato sauce, a small can of tomato paste. And if you want a really good chili, I mean a chili that is just going to be mouth-wateringly tender and good, add some cornmeal. And I learned this from the pioneer woman, I believe, Ree Drummond. And I think she used the cornmeal when she was making some sort of Mexican food dish. And maybe she put it in chili. I can't remember. But anyway, every time now that I make chili or beef enchiladas or some sort of taco dish, I put in a little bit of cornmeal. And it makes such a difference in the taste of it and just the texture of it. And it's just beautiful. So there's an idea. I'm trying to decide, do I want to put the kidney beans in or not? I don't really care if beans are in it or not. Maybe. We'll see. But anyway, chili's on, and it will be ready later this afternoon. It is a few days later, and I completely forgot about showing the process that I go through to get my characters on the jeans. I was going to show what it looked like with drawing it with my map colored pencil, and I completely forgot. So I'm going to show the finished Minnie Mouse part. And I asked my daughter about putting the Pluto and the Goofy on the back like I had thought about doing. And I thought it might be overkill to have that many characters on one pair of jeans, but my daughter said, no, go for it if you want to do it. So I'm still trying to decide about that, but I'll just go ahead and show you what it looks like at this point. So Minnie Mouse is done, and the criticism that I have on myself is that Minnie seems to be a little bit bigger than Mickey, but maybe while wearing them it won't show that much. But the only thing I have left to finish is I need to put polka dots on the bows on Minnie's name so that it kind of will be you know, more like the way she looks in the full picture. But Minnie is complete, I think, and finished. I can't remember if she has polka dots on the bows on her shoes. I'll have to check my photo that I was looking at, but I don't think so. But anyway, I'll show more when it's completely finished and the polka dots are on the bows on the lettering. I have finished Goofy, and I thought I would show you my progress so far on my Disney jeans. I have the other side to go, which is going to be Pluto, and I thought I would show you what I go through to get started and what the drawing looks like as I begin. So here's Goofy completed, I think. Sometimes I go back and tweak just a little bit and see if there's anything I need to add or fix or change. Can't change much, but I can do a little bit. So on the other side, Pluto has been drawn, and what I use is, it's actually a quilter's colored pencil, and it's called a Knots marking pencil. And I believe this is what quilters use, and it you know, goes on fabric pretty well. I had forgotten that I had this, and I was using just normal map colors. I call them map colors because I'm old. That's what we used to call them long ago, but colored pencils. And it didn't mark on the denim fabric very well. So I remembered, oh yeah, I have a quilter's marking pen that I used to use when I was sewing. So this came off a whole lot better. So here is Pluto ready to go. And I just look at a picture from the web, and this is free-handed. I don't use a pattern or anything. And I had to kind of make sure that they were sort of the same height, because when I look at the characters, you know, Pluto being a dog, I know he's smaller, but I felt like he needed to be sort of the same tallness, height of Goofy, so that it wouldn't look weird as you're walking, because this is the back side of the jeans. So anyway, I just sketch in quickly the design of Pluto's body, and then I go in with my paints that I told you that I used. And I just use a paper plate to mix my colors, and just another plate for wiping off brushes. I have a variety of brushes that I choose from. These are just brushes that I've collected over the years. This is my favorite right here that I've been using so far. It's a round tip brush for details. I use, let's see, this one. It's just a little bit smaller. Sometimes I use a flat brush for filling in spaces, and I use a ruler to make sure I'm getting everything where I need it to be. And I use this, which is actually a cooking tool, to make my polka dots on Minnie Mouse's bows and part of her dress. No, let's see. No, I use this for the bows on the lettering. That's what I used it for, on Minnie's lettering bows. And that gave me a perfect little round polka dot that I could use. And like I said, again, I'm using the Montmartre acrylic colors that go really well on fabric, as well as fabric paints that I've collected over the years. I just kind of trade back and forth, because these wash well, they do well, and I've had a really good success with them. So I also get either a piece of cardboard that is sort of the width of the pants as I'm painting. I haven't had trouble with it leaking through, but just in case you do, because you never know, I can use either a piece of cardboard, or I get a piece of this brown wrapping paper, and I cut it the length of up to where the back of my knee would be, and I slide this under there to protect any soaking through that might happen. So Pluto is next, and then I believe I will be finished with my Disney jeans. I decided not to put any lettering on the back. I just wanted it on the front with Mickey and Minnie. And so when this is all complete, I will show you the complete, full, finished jeans. It's been a lot of fun. I don't know what I'm really going to think. I'm not really much on attracting attention, and but I've always wanted to do this. I've always wanted to wear something like this, and it's it's not going to be that much different from people wearing their t-shirts and sweatshirts and hoodies with characters on them. It's just that I have on a pair of jeans, and I did it myself. So love it. I've enjoyed it, and I hope that it turns out like I really wanted it to be. For Pluto, I'm going to start with his eyes. Eyes are finished, and I may have to come back later and kind of clean those up a little bit, but I moved to the tongue, and I will probably have to give it another coat of pink, because this denim is showing through my paint that's not quite opaque. That's the only thing about this French paint, is that it's not completely opaque, but I like that for certain circumstances, so I still would highly recommend it. So I think next I'm going to go to Pluto's skin fur, and save the ears for a little bit later. Head is pretty much finished. I just went in with a kind of a gold color for Pluto's body. And then I mixed a little brown with the gold and did a bit of an outline so I could get details of the face. And then the pink tongue. Did the ears, outlined a little bit with some gray so you can tell the difference between the jeans and the ears. And now I believe I'm ready to go to the collar, and I'm going to use a mixture of this green and possibly a little of this brighter green. Pluto is finished and complete, and I think that is all I want to do to these Disney jeans. It was a lot of fun. Now I'll just have to decide what do I want to do next. Let's see what they look like on. All right. This is it, finished jeans. You can see that I have Minnie's name spelled out here on the side and Mickey's name over here, like so. And then when I turn around, of course, here is Goofy and Pluto. This was so much fun, and I think it will be fun to wear these like on a trip to Disneyland, Disney World, going to see a Disney movie, anything that would allow me to wear these on a special occasion. So something fun to do. Now I think my daughter wants me to paint her some, maybe something different, not the same thing, but I will be glad to do that. So lots of fun, took quite a while, but I didn't work on it every day. I just worked on it when I felt like it, and that kind of helped too, so that I was more in the mood to complete what I was doing. Here's a more of a close-up look at the bottom of the jeans, so you can see a little bit more detail, and the length of the pants where they hit. Here's that split that I was talking about in the jeans that I think kind of give it a cute detail, and a little bit of distressing in the knee, which doesn't really bother me. I didn't really look for a distressed jean, but that's just what I found at the time, so it's okay. And then here's a close-up of Pluto and Goofy. So, completed jeans, super happy, and I'm really glad that I'm finished. All right, I changed out of my jeans, and I thought I would let you know what I chose and how I went about washing and getting them prepared. And by the way, this is an old Disney outfit that I got many years ago, and it came with some really cute yoga type banded pants at the top. These are so comfortable, it's just ridiculous. So anyway, I thought I'll change back out of the jeans while I talk about this. But I was trying to decide what kind of jeans I wanted to paint on, and I didn't want to use anything out of my closet because I like those jeans. So I had gotten some Target jeans. Universal Thread is the brand, and they were cropped and for summer. I absolutely love those things. I think I've got 2 or 3 pair. They're that great. So the other day when I was looking for jeans to paint on, we were shopping at Target. I went over, looked at Universal Threads, and they had these that had the distressed knee and the opening at the bottom inner leg on each side, and they fit great. They're wonderful. These are, if you want to know what size, these are size 12. I'm a 31, you know. And so when I bring them home and I get ready to paint on fabric, I always wash the clothing on cold water. Don't use fabric softener. I think they say don't use fabric softener because it doesn't let the paint adhere as well to the fabric. So no fabric softener, got them all washed, ready to go. And then the darkness of the denim, if you were gonna do this, I would suggest maybe a lighter denim, maybe more of a chambray or washed out look, because I did have to go over the paint a couple of times, give it a second layer to cover that darkness of the denim. But I kind of wanted a darker denim, not like super dark, but I would say this is a medium wash. So anyway, just keep that in mind if you're planning to paint on a pair of jeans. And then once you have them painted and dry, of course, and you wear them, wash them just like you would anything else that's delicate. I put it on a delicate cycle, cold water. I do not put them in the dryer if they're painted on with fabric, and just let them hang to dry. And I've never had any trouble with anything that I've painted on fabric with. So those ideas, in case you were wondering. Now, what shirt am I going to wear? The shirt that I wore with these to just show, that's probably not what I'm going to wear with them. I have a couple of shirts saved on Etsy that has the Fab 6 group, which is Minnie, Mickey, Pluto, Goofy, Donald, and Daisy, which I don't really care if Donald and Daisy are on there or not. It doesn't really matter, but I call them the Fab 4 because they were the original characters. This is not the original dress of Minnie. She had on blue, but because Mickey was so heavily, you know, done with red and black and yellow, I wanted them to match each other. So that's why I went ahead and did the Minnie with the polka dots and the red background. So I've got a couple of shirts saved on Etsy that will have those 4 plus Daisy and Donald on the shirt, and I thought that would be really cute to wear with these characters that I have. So if you ever decide to paint on denim, it's a lot of fun, and I think it would be fun to wear to Disneyland, Disney World, out to a movie, Disney movie sometime, or just on a special day when I feel like dressing up like Disney characters. So thanks for coming along with me and seeing this, and it was a lot of fun, but I really am glad that I'm finished. It was quite a while that I worked on these.